On this show, we follow the money, and when Beeson decided to launch our own store, the smart money was on Shopify. Getting the Beeson store off the ground was easier than we expected, and Shopify's templates and AI tools had us look incredible and professional from day one. Zero coding required. Shopify checkout keeps sales moving smoothly, and returning customers can complete a purchase in one click. Built-in analytics, you always know what's selling and where your customers are coming from and how to keep the momentum going. When questions come up, and they will, Shopify's AI assistant Sidekick is there with answers so you never lose momentum. You can check out the store at vsin.com/store. And if you're ready to build your own, all you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/vsin. Shopify.com/vsin. Again, that's shopify.com/vsin.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. This is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Mitch Moss along with Pauly Howard. We're live in downtown Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino is the spot. Busy hour on tap, 15 minutes. We'll get into tonight's Major League Baseball card. Bottom of the hour, the Meat Man Steve Wyss on the other three quarterfinal matches that we have coming up tomorrow and on Saturday. And they're going to call this match anytime now, the way it appears. France 2-0 over Morocco, 96th minute. And they added 6 minutes, Pauly, after the game.
Hanging on for dear life.
Mm-hmm. There was a huge stop by the Morocco keeper during the break, and now it looks like France is going to go for one more goal here. And I was walking out in the sportsbook here at Circa, and evidently the entire book has the over. Because when he made the save, there was a massive groan, and that's it. They're going to call it.
There it is.
2-0.
All right. That was a sweat.
Mbappe got one in, by the way. So
2-0, 7-1.
That also now continues, going back to Messi on Tuesday, or either activates new parlays into the match tomorrow. Well, I don't think if anybody's going to add anybody tomorrow, but the two Saturday matches, obviously.
And the Meat Man even had to do it. And it's 17-1. You had to do the FOMO parlay. So it gets off to a hot start. I reached out to Jeff Sherman, terrific at soccer, great odds maker. France, Spain. France would be a pick'em $1.40.
Pick'em $1.40. Did he give you a total?
He makes it.
2.5. Okay. So here's what I did earlier in the week. Now, I did have two losers in this match. I had Morocco +1 and I had BTTS, yes. Those are no good. Earlier in the week, I did use a boost at BetMGM. It got it up to almost 17-1. Messi on Tuesday, good. Mbappe today. And then any time for Kane and Haaland.
Oh, you already had the Messi.
I already had the Messi.
You had the Messi, okay.
I added another one. This is a little bit more than 9-1. Mbappe, good. And then Kane and Haaland. And then also I added a round robin today with those three. I did 2s, 3s, and 4s. Who was the other guy that I have?
Bellingham?
No, I'm blanking.
You throw Messi back in there?
I threw Messi back in there.
Messi back in
I
there?
threw Messi back in there is what I did, yeah. Yep.
Right.
So the 2s, 3s, and 4s on that. And, let's hope they get there. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Be great for the players again.
What would you do?
Phenomenal World Cup.
I know. What would you do with that match, by the way? Gut reaction, -140.
Let me see what happens tomorrow. Like, if they come in, and I agree with Nigel. I can't believe the price either. Spain to win to nil is +160.
I know.
Like, if they keep this up again, and I expect them to beat Belgium, but if it's 2-0, and then you enter the semifinals and you've yet to concede a goal, and then we'd be over 700 minutes at that point?
Yeah. Maybe the total's 2, but can you make it 2 and a?
I don't think you can make it a 2.5. Yeah.
Hmm.
I know a lot of firepower, but if they're going to play like this for every match and how strong they are defensively, figures to be a 1-0 final probably in that semifinal. Everyone likes the England-Norway over. And that's so you bet on what you want to see, but also fireworks, and then Kane and Haaland also score. And I saw other guys putting in the shots on target and the shots parlays as well with that. And the Meat Man's going to have a good play on that too coming up.
Look at that Cal sheet right now. LeBron James' next team, 56% to Cleveland.
No, a little bit. It went up a little bit.
Yeah, that is up 7% now.
What are you on again? What'd you say? Kelce? Or
Kelce, yep. I'll pull up the other ones, too.
Are we at 78 million now? 80 million traded?
Oh, 83 million.
Oh, my
basically.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take his sweet time announcing this as well. Tony Rizzo's fired up, ESPN Cleveland. He's on the show tomorrow. He thinks something's going to happen here. But this is a good one. Also, ESPN Cleveland about, forget about your NBA insiders and who. How about the streets are talking and what the streets are saying about what's going to happen?
Someone who reached out to me in the past and was right about LeBron breaking his hand before anybody else had it out there.
2018 NBA Finals.
Before anybody else had it, hit me with it, and he was right. Reached out to me yesterday and late last night and said, I got a little word on the street for you. Bron and Bronny back to Cleveland.
And was he more confident in the breaking of the hand, or is he more confident?
Exactly the same. And the one thing's for sure, the business never really knows where LeBron is moving. The streets do.
Yeah.
A lot of times the streets do.
All right.
Well,
that's your guy.
That goes back to 12 years ago again.
I know.
The guy, the downtown Cleveland, absolutely. Whatever the boulevards are called down there, they were buzzing. And they got that one right. At least that one guy did. The trainer did at the gym.
Had it early, too.
Yeah.
I made a bet on it as a result.
Mm-hmm.
I was confident the guy had it. And they're like, I got him like 40-1 to win the title. And they made it to the finals and lost in 6.
Does
and then Brian Windhorst also had the report that apparently they were golfing and one of them needed another club. Somebody needed a 3-wood or something, and he said, well, you got to bring it back. And like, yeah, don't worry about it. I will. So it's like training camp, I don't know. Yeah, I'll return the club. Don't worry. It won't take that long.
Okay.
So you have that out there as well. And then the Cleveland Steam. It's also like, where's Miami in this, and can Philly jump up over Miami with some of the Philly Steam in the last couple of days? Also, he's going to hang out with Draymond Green this weekend. Do with that what you want.
Sure.
But I think Golden State's too much of a risk. Number one, it's the West. Get away from OKC and San Antonio. Number two, what if something happens to Steph? I mean, then he's stuck sitting there with Draymond Green, and who knows what Butler's going to look like.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
By the way, Steph is up in Lake Tahoe playing at that golf tournament again this week, and he was walking by, and somebody asked him, LeBron and Steph next year? He goes, I'm all in. So there you go. Like 3 words from Steph, but you know how he feels about it. By the way, Poly Market has about 16 million in volume on LeBron James' next team, 52% there. If you want to get a little bit better price on that. The Warriors were written off, right? Then we hear it's down to 3 teams, Cavaliers, Heat, and the 76ers.
I saw those reports.
Okay,
yeah.
well then why is Golden State higher than Philadelphia everywhere?
I don't know.
And also ESPN, they talked about this again today, and I think it was Shams who had the report down to 3 teams, right?
Yes.
But when they were talking about this, they ran a graphic, and 5 teams were on there, including Golden State and Minnesota. And they're at 3%. The Minnesota thing would be, it'd be fun to watch. I would be absolutely floored if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State would not be surprised. The other, Miami I think would be a dumb move, but like Golden State, Philadelphia, Cleveland, I wouldn't be stunned by any of those 3.
Did you see what he did? The day Bronny's contract with the Lakers became guaranteed, that's when he told them. After it became guaranteed, I'm not coming back. He waited.
Oh, I told you, by the way.
Incredible timing.
I told you that it was quite obvious what he was doing. He absolutely ignored all of their phone calls.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk to him. 55% on Kelce. I have a small bet on him to go to Cleveland.
I think it should be higher. And maybe it's people just wishing to, but it goes back to everyone has sources, right? Streets are talking. Well, I know a guy at this golf course, and I know a guy who's a friend of a friend. He's saying that. His team does a pretty good job of keeping a secret.
Yeah. I'll ask you this. You are off next week. When you return the following Monday.
Oh, God, don't even say it.
Will LeBron James be on a new team?
He has to be.
Oh, he doesn't have to be.
Come on.
Oh, he can eat this up for
You're saying
longer than you could ever
10, 11
imagine.
more days?
Would you be floored?
Even by his stand, yes.
I
would be. I know he's a narcissist, but this would be, oh, boy. Come on.
I don't, put it this way.
Come on.
Doug Kazarian's hosting with me next week for the first 3 days. I would bet against LeBron knowing where he's going to go by the end of our show on Wednesday. 6 days from now, I don't think we're going to have an answer.
I think he knows and he's playing it out.
Playing everybody?
Yeah.
I think it would be
a little bit of Aaron Rodgers in him here.
Here's what I would love. If he actually signs with Cleveland and then it's part of a deal where they send James Harden away for somebody else. I would like that. That would be a big improvement in my opinion. I don't know what player that would be. Can you go back and get Garland? Bring him back instead?
Windhorse put something out there like, watch if they trade Strus. They move Strus, then it also will signal, okay, that's more money for him and something else. It's a done deal.
I'd rather have
If
Strus.
that would happen.
Would you rather have Strus or Harden right now?
Well, I mean, it helps when you have all that supporting cast though with them, but you would have to tell Harden, especially at crunch time, pass the ball. And don't dribble the air out of it.
No, I think if Cleveland can somehow do this while keeping Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and they re-inked Donovan Mitchell.
I know. What if? How about this? And then the other news today. What if they come out and say something happens to Kawhi, and Toronto's like, "That's it, I'm out."
Sure.
Then that whole trade is blown. It blows up.
Yeah.
Because now we have to wait for the decision, and then what the outcome's going to be, and it could impact the Raptors. That's outrageous.
I got to tip my cap to Toronto, the organization. They flat out told the NBA, we are not going to sign off on this deal until you tell us what happened and what your resolution is going to be with Kawhi at aspiration if there was any funny business going on. Good for them. And that should, in theory, put the pedal to the metal for Adam Silver. But will it? Who knows? Like, what happens first? Do we know about Kawhi or LeBron signs with the new team?
Good question. I would say LeBron.
Golly.
10 months of this. 10 months? How can an investigation take that long? Come on.
Yeah, it can't.
It's the other thing. You're down to 3 teams. 3 or 4. 4, I'll be kind. Like, you know the roster. You know the situation.
Yeah.
You're a billionaire. It shouldn't take 2 weeks. $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry start at $1,000, all with no rake. Every dollar stays in the prize pool. Circa Million, 18 weeks. Circa Survivor, pick one winner each week. Last one standing wins. And the Grandissimo for the high rollers, $100,000 to get in. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for details. While you're there, get the schedules, big and small. Circasports.com. Get in now. Football right around the corner.
Follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. We'll get to tonight's Major League Baseball card coming up. And we have a great matchup tonight in the Summer League, but I will remind people over the last 5 years how number 1 overall picks have done in their debut. It has not been pretty.
So you're listening to this podcast because you want an edge. But what if I told you you're only halfway there? You've got the mindset. Now it's time to get the toolkit to match. Here's the thing. Pro bettors spend thousands on data and tools, but what they don't want you to know is you can get the same edge for a fraction of the cost with VSiN Pro. With VSiN Pro, you get access to expert picks, public betting data, prop projections, powerful tools, analytics, and more. Tap the link in the description and see why thousands of bettors are already using VSiN Pro to cash more bets. On this show, we follow the money, and when VSiN decided to launch our own store, the smart money was on Shopify. Getting the VSiN store off the ground was easier than we expected, and Shopify's templates and AI tools had us look incredible and professional from day one. 0 coding required. Shopify checkout keeps sales moving smoothly, and returning customers can complete a purchase in 1 click. Built-in analytics, you always know what's selling and where your customers are coming from and how to keep the momentum going. When questions come up, and they will, Shopify's AI assistant Sidekick is there with answers so you never lose momentum. You can check out the store at vsin.com/store. And if you're ready to build your own, all you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/vsin. Shopify.com/vsin. Again, that's shopify.com/vsin.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
I'm absolutely going to be watching this game tonight. Younger Mitch would be in attendance. Great one. Vegas Summer League. We're getting Washington against Utah. The number 1 pick against the number 2 pick, A.J. DeBanza against Darren Peterson. Utah, by the way, small favorite in this game. The points props, though, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I was thinking it was going to be, I could go with the under. But Peterson's going to be a little bit I think he's going to want to prove it to Debansa, like try to rub it in his face. If he can score like 30, they might keep it. Who knows?
Yeah.
His points prop's 24.5. He is minus 1,000 to score 15.
Oh, come on.
He's minus 270 to score 20. So Debansa is minus 125 to score 20. He went first overall. How about this tweet from Underdog? I knew it was shaky, but it was a good reminder here. If you go back the last 5 years, the number one pick in the draft, in their summer league debut, well, I'll go back 5 years. Cade Cunningham had 12 points, 5 of 17.
Mm-hmm.
Paolo Banchero, 17, 5 of 12. Remember Wemby?
Oh, everyone's freaking out.
People don't believe us when we say this. You're absolutely spot on, Paulie. Twitter was panicking over the Spurs pick of Victor Wembanyama after his debut, saying they made a mistake.
And or not impressed with what they were watching.
Uh-huh.
A 7'5" guy bringing a ball up the floor, going between the legs, penetrating and kicking and dishing for an easy assist.
That was not pretty. In his debut, he had 9 points, 2 of 13 from the floor. Ricochet, probably the best debut, but he can't even play in the league.
No.
He had 18, 7 of 16. And, oh, by the way, Cooper Flagg last year, look away. It was hideous. 10 points, 5 of 21 from the floor.
He's a chucker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Debansa, like under 20.5 points. Darren Peterson, 24.5. I can't play those numbers. Maybe under. But then I'm probably going to put myself through like 2.5 hours of pure torture watching that when they keep them in a 30-point blowout. Here, maybe the Jazz are the play at a small number here because they have those games under their belt in the Utah Summer League, and their roster's loaded.
Could be.
You going to watch?
Yeah, it'll be fun to check out.
It'll be a good one.
No doubt. Have you seen, look at these totals in the WNBA. Like the total last night in the LA-Indiana game was 181 and flew over.
Sure.
Tomorrow they play Chicago, 180.5. Dallas plays Toronto, 180. Aces in Portland tonight, 175. Fever again. Can you put up a 171 in a Fever game? They can't guard anybody. They play Phoenix again tonight on a back-to-back. Phoenix lane only 171.5. And I do think Atlanta and Seattle goes over, 169.5. But there's like when Atlanta played Indiana, they had those. It was Reese against Clark. It was supposed to be, but back-to-back games. They played like a 107, 101, and they didn't move the total. They played the next night, and it was the same outcome.
Yeah.
Well, how crazy these totals have been, and also with whether it's pace or how high scoring these have been. And even Chicago was. Remember, we had back-to-back teams score 120 points. One gal went off and set the record, or tied the record for threes, and then the Chicago game happened right after that.
Yeah, and it would have been a good, watching the game unfold online last night. The Fever, they had no flow whatsoever to the game because they were playing Clark like in weird chunks at the same, she couldn't stay on the court, and then they're bringing it out, and then they got murdered. And betting against them last night before the game was a rocking chair winner, I guess is the point, because the bad coach didn't know what to do. Now Clark is evidently, the plan was all along for her to play last night, Boston not play. And I believe, I'm looking at lineups for tonight, that means that Clark is going to be out of the lineup and Boston should be playing for the Fever. And that's the way it looks right now with the projected lineups that I'm staring at. So that's how they were going to do the back-to-back tonight.
All right. Did you take the Detroit Tigers? We're ready to go here in 5 minutes.
Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to bet them right now.
Yep. The A's have lost 13 of 16. It was an easy winner yesterday. Detroit's hot. And again, the starting pitching been fantastic since the start of June. The bats have been there. Melton was solid. But it's just this funky price. Why the A's money and why is Valdez so... And he got me a couple times this year. But why is Valdez so low at home against the Perkins with a guy ERA of 6?
I'm seeing
in a team in a major funk.
Looks like $1.17 for the Tigers on Poly Market. $1.15 on Novig. Best numbers that you're going to find on that team right now. I would agree, Paul. This feels like a fishy number to me, but I will say in the last 10 days, like the stinky numbers, the fishy numbers, they've gotten there for the most part.
Yes,
it was
and
not
the obvious stuff has been has been solid with an outlier a couple days ago, but the obvious stuff has been good for a week or so. So that's one where if they get me, so be it, with the Tigers. Anything late that jumped out at you?
Well, I'll give you a couple of player props with how some of these players have been trending. In that game, by the way, Shea Langoliers does have good numbers against Framber Valdez, 8 of 23, nice slash line, 2 extra base hits, and a home run. The Diamondbacks and the Padres, Tatis, he only has 5 home runs. I'll ask you this. An odds maker here, I won't name the book for right now, but they asked me last night if I would find a prop of who will hit more home runs this year, Fernando Tatis or Vlad Guerrero, interesting. I said, you put that up during the All-Star break with not much else is going on, that will get some buzz.
Yeah.
Tatis has 5, Vlad has 4. I think people would bet that.
And Vlad not getting it done at home either.
Sure.
Yes.
So Tatis...
To me, it's kind of like you don't know until you put it up, but show some creativity. It's like putting up, will Spain concede in a World Cup?
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Tatis, 4 home runs, 5 extra base hits over his career against Minka Kelly. We had dinner last night, and her name was brought up at dinner. Merrill Kelly. Jake McCarthy, 1 or more hit in 20 of his last 25 games, batting .381 against lefties. Yeah, so those are all good numbers. Palante does have good numbers here overall on the season for the Cardinals, Paulie. He's going for his 11th win. He's 10-5 over 17 starts. But some of the Brewers tonight, including Bryce Terang, they have good numbers against him in his career.
Yes. I know. I saw those numbers as well. And the other one, Phillies. They've won 8 straight Luzardo starts going back to late May. He's got a 2.45 during that time. And again, incredible to think they can run down the Braves in this short span. And the ball flies out of that ballpark in Cincinnati, and it's Singer going for the Reds. ERA of 5 and change, much better at home as opposed to the road. But I also like that the Reds scored all those runs last night, and I would think that the Phillies get even, and Luzardo can hold them in check tonight.
Yeah, and I think this has been the story for Luzardo pretty much the entire year, and it's coming back to the pack now a little bit, but his ERA, like the back of the baseball card numbers, were way worse than the actual underlying stuff, and it still is that way. Like the ERA is down to 3.75 now, but the FIP has been much better this year. He was getting it's 337 with the batting average of balls in play. The normal average there is about 300, maybe a little bit lower. The FIP's 297, 11 Ks per 9, and less than 0.8 home runs allowed per game. So, and Singer, 3-8 over 17 starts with an ERA over 5. The FIP is almost 6. The run line's not even, here at Circa, is not even money, though. You got to lay 5 cents with that for the Phillies. I like having the Phillies on the run line when they have the pitching edge when they're on the road. So they get those at-bats in the 9th inning.
And I would expect a strong performance out of Detmers tonight for the Angels. He's going against Eovaldi, and he's expected to be dealt at the deadline. He's had a great year. He only makes $2.6 million. And he had a bad starting last time out. I think he'll bounce back and maybe play the under tonight in that game as well. And that was bizarre. I know they got Trout back, and he had a home run.
Right.
But they had lost 7 in a row and scored 16 runs. And they just obliterated Texas last night, who was playing a good ball.
Any faith in the Mariners to actually lay a price with them tonight with Bryce Miller on the mound, who's been awesome. Taking on a scorching hot Marlins team. Yep. Don't overlook Otto Lopez. 2+ hits in 10 of his last 14 games. In fantasy leagues, he's ranked as like a top 7 player on the entire year as of right now. Guy's been absolutely insane this year for the Marlins. It's a clear pitching edge here for the Mariners. But the bats are awful.
Yeah.
They cannot get it going.
Did you see that stretch? That 3 runs or fewer run that they were on? Like 14 games in a row?
Oh, God.
I mean, come on, guys.
Doesn't it feel like the same thing every year?
Yeah.
Until last year when they made moves at the deadline, they kind of corrected. Well, also...
You don't have to twist my arm tonight, though. I mean, I know the home record is something. 20, what is it? 20, they had 124 of... I can't... 15 to 17 at home, rather.
Right.
The Marlins.
But
he might shut them down tonight. He's so good.
Sure. And, well, what's really killing them is Cal Raleigh's been a total dumpster fire this year.
Yeah, that's another one. I'm not going to speculate, but it's Raleigh, Tatis... It's bizarre. No shortage of betting opportunities this summer from daily MLB and the World Cup to the countdown to football season. Perfect time to lock in the VSiN football special, just $175. Full VSiN Pro access through the Super Bowl. Our NFL betting guide that's out now. Attack futures with it. It's awesome. And every best bet, every host, every guest. And the college football betting guide coming out soon. Earlier you sign up, more value you get. VSiN.com/subscribe now. Get it.
The meat man, Steve Wyss, next. He has a best bet for the 3 remaining quarterfinal matchups in the World Cup. Find out who he likes next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
In-pocket plays coming up in 15 minutes, so this game's going to start by the time we get to him, Pauly, but I'm in. You convinced me.
Thank you.
The Tigers are a play for me, -124 against the A's tonight. Let's go out to the Progressive guest line, get some best bets for the other 3 quarterfinal matchups in the World Cup. Our buddy, your buddy, everybody's buddy, Steve Wyss, the meat man, joins the program because we win. And the Betting Weekly studios. Hey, meat man, thanks for the time. How are you?
Hey, guys. Yeah, pretty good. Cash some winners in that France game. Managed to get the halftime tie and under 2.5 goals. It was a bit of a sweat, got to be honest. Maybe a bit lucky there.
Yeah.
But I'll take the winner.
Absolutely. And you did the FOMO parlay, right? You had to bet the 17-1 that all the big names would score. You're already there with Mbappe.
Yeah, I did. I mean, Harry Kane, Haaland, and Messi. I actually nibbled Oyarzabal as well for Spain on the striker there. And that was 38-1 for the 5-legger. But, I mean, all these big players just keep scoring.
And I think since like the big first day when they all scored 2, I think it's a thing here where they want to match everybody, right? For the Golden Boot.
Well, someone on our show today on Because We Win, James Easton, who was guesting, made a good point, and he suggests it's splitting your stakes between Kane and Haaland. Main reason is whoever wins out of the England game will get 3 matches to score goals because the third place playoff match. And the third place playoff match is either a drab squib 0-0 or something crazy.
Yeah.
And I think if whoever's in the third place game going for the Golden Boot, they're going to have to play for themselves and be selfish and try and win something out of this World Cup. So that was an interesting suggestion from one of our guests today, I thought.
Absolutely. So you think Spain hammers Belgium. How do you want to play it? The winner gets France next week.
Well, I said the other day, I still think Spain -1 Asian handicap, that's a really good bet. And I'm going to add an extra player prop for you here, guys. I think it's time Lamine Yamal comes to the party here at the World Cup.
Yep.
Right? A lot of hype about this player. He came into the tournament not fully fit, but I think he's had enough games now to get himself right. And he is +145 to score any time. He must be sick of the sight of all these top stars scoring every game, and he's not getting on the board. And he's got 1 goal in this tournament. And I could sense his frustration a little bit a couple of games ago when he tried everything against, in that 3-0 win, but he couldn't quite get on the scoreboard. But now he gets to face a Belgian team who, look, you can say what you like about Belgium, but I don't think defensively they're all that good at all. They're going to get chances here, Spain. Maybe Belgium could catch them out on the break themselves, but I think Yamal here, he's got to get on the board. +145, show the whole World Cup what he's made of. I think we can expect quite a lot of shots from Yamal as well. So for those who like to play the shots market, the shots on target market, to score from outside the penalty area as well. But I think +145 on Yamal to score any time. Oyarzabal as well, around +120 to score for Spain. He's not I wouldn't trust him as much as Yamal, but he has been getting in strong goal scoring positions for Spain. So I think those 2 guys, the Spanish are going to lean on in what I eventually think will be quite a comfortable win for Spain. I actually think 3-0. And these guys can get on the scoreboard.
Okay, that's interesting because Nigel came on a couple hours ago and he's Paul, am I wrong with this? He's like +160 on Spain to win to 0. He's like, that's too good to pass up. You think you would add that as well?
Yeah. Yeah, because they control the game so much, it's difficult to see Belgium actually creating that many chances, especially Spain get ahead. I agree with Nigel. I think Spain do win it to 0. I actually am leaning more towards over 2.5 goals in this game now because I think Spain could cover it all on them by themselves. Belgium, listen, I have not called Belgium that well in this tournament, so that's what kind of puts me off a little bit. But yeah, based on the logic, I mean, this defense of Spain is a bit underrated. They control the game, but I think their offense really comes to the party as well tomorrow. And they set up this semi-final against France, and I don't know if there's any hypothetical matchups out there already on the odds, but I'd be hammering the over goals. The semi-final is going to be an indoor arena. It's either at Cowboy Stadium or Atlanta. I can't remember which one.
It's in Dallas.
I think we're going to get a lot of goals. The offenses are going to fire in that semi-final. It's going to be a spectacular match.
All right, one bookmaker made France $1.40, and I know you pointed out those indoor matches were averaging, climate-controlled, whatever we want to say, averaging 3.5 goals per match. It's a banger on Saturday, a fantastic doubleheader. Let's start with your club, England, and how they do against Norway, and if you see goals here.
I still like the under here. I really do like the under 2.75 goals. I've not changed from my opinion the other day. I think the first half could be 0-0. Like today against, the France match is going to be pretty hot in Miami. I think both teams feel each other are out early. So again, I'm going to advise a player prop here. And, there's all talk about Haaland and Kane and, they may well get on the scoreboard. But what about Jude Bellingham, who's kind of having a really good tournament here for England? He's showing how good he was. He totally took it to Mexico the other night. Thought he was the best player on the field. He's scoring goals. He's getting in threatening positions. He's dangerous in the air as well. He's plus 250 to score any time here for England, which I think that's just probably too big considering the tournament and form that he's had. And it might take England, the second half here to sort of wear Norway down a bit. It's one of those matches, if it did explode into something stupid, we're not totally shocked either. So either way, plus 250 on one of the best midfielders in the world, who's clearly having a great tournament, I think it's too big to pass up. So, Jude for me here is probably the best player prop in terms of the value. But look, I'm not going to put off anyone betting on Haaland and Kane either.
Right. Follow the money. Pauly and Mitch Wyss and the Sports Betting Network. Steve Wyss, our guest, the Meat Man at Meatman Soccer on X, does a great job every morning because we win with the Bet Rivers podcast to start the day and also recap. Are you guys going to recap the England match afterwards live?
I think there is going to be a live reaction, whatever the result.
Okay.
After the England game, certainly if England get knocked out, there'll be a reaction. I think we're going to have a reaction after the Spain match tomorrow as well. Whatever. It's the crunch sort of stage now where you got to react to these matches, Paulie, because the betting markets change so quickly afterwards.
Right. More Americans watched Mexico-England than the USA-Belgium match. Can you believe that?
No, I actually can't believe that. But listen, that Mexico-England game was a match for the ages. It attracted the imagination, the attention of the whole world. Everyone wanted a piece of it. And it lived up to expectations. Not often does that happen, does it?
Yeah, you're right.
It was incredible. I won't forget that one. No matter how England do in this tournament now, we've always got that memory.
Okay, and I think you've talked me into this as well. Unfortunate what happened with our Colombia futures. It sucks to go out 0-0 and losing PKs. I don't think they score against Argentina. How do you want to play it?
This is the match I'm least looking forward to, all the quarterfinals. It's not going to be that exciting, I don't think. Switzerland are going to play the exact same game plan against Argentina they did against Colombia. And they are going to be a pain in the arse, I tell you, for Argentina here.
Yeah.
It's got to be an under for me. Under 2.25 goals, minus 125 would be my best bet for the game. And I think the difference maybe with the Argentina and Colombia is, well, Argentina have got Messi. And they probably find a way to win the game. A bit of Messi magic or a bit of set-piece magic as well. They do have defenders in their ranks like Romero who can make a difference from the set pieces. So I do think the 1-0 exact score, this is in 90 minutes, of Argentina to win at plus 450 is also worth a bit of a nibble. But it's not a match I'm looking forward to. Switzerland are going to be very difficult to break down. They are very disciplined. They are defensive. There's been some rumours going around that the goalkeeper's been practicing penalties in training a lot.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's their game plan. They're going to play for penalties again. They've been doing some work on the training field, even 11 versus 10 men. So they're kind of expecting the referee to be on Argentina's side as well. They're expecting an avalanche, Switzerland. They're going to defend doggedly. But I think probably Argentina find a way to win 1-0. But 0-0 is a danger here. It's got to be the unders for me.
Excellent job, my man. I'll be watching this weekend. Keep up the good work. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.
You got it. Well done. Argentina to win on penalties since he brought it up 11-1. Switzerland to win on penalties 12-1. The match to go to penalties 5-1. DK has it. Will Hill has it. Caesars has it. I'm sure other places offered that as well. And that's the late match on Saturday. To win an extra time, Argentina 9-1, Switzerland 22-1. But I'm with them. I don't think they score either, and it could be a sleep inducer. 2.5 under -150. I'm seeing at some spots. Messi $1.10 to score. Messi to get 2 plus 450. Hat trick 20-1. Now that would be something. But this bracket is awesome now, and maybe we get the heavyweights. France already through. They won 2-0. It was 7-1. Mbappe scored. Also missed a penalty. They would get Spain. Again, Jeff Sherman makes France $1.40. Be Tuesday in Dallas. And then whoever comes out of the top right with England and Norway against Argentina would be the nut. And the golden boot race is phenomenal. That was a good point, too, about no matter what happens, you get the third place match. So you could think Howland or Kane could do some damage in that match as well, if it could be a crazy affair. And no one gives a rip in the third place match next Saturday. What we're betting coming up in pocket and the Tiger game underway. We'll give you an update on that in the day baseball coming up on Follow the Money, VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. On this show, we follow the money, and when VSiN decided to launch our own store, the smart money was on Shopify. Getting the VSiN store off the ground was easier than we expected, and Shopify's templates and AI tools had us look incredible and professional from day one. Zero coding required. Shopify checkout keeps sales moving smoothly, and returning customers can complete a purchase in one click. Built-in analytics, you always know what's selling and where your customers are coming from and how to keep the momentum going. When questions come up, and they will, Shopify's AI assistant Sidekick is there with answers so you never lose momentum. You can check out the store at vsin.com/store. And if you're ready to build your own, all you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/vsin. Shopify.com/vsin. Again, that's shopify.com/vsin.
To determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're on.
2 winners earlier this morning. Makova beat Goff, advanced to the women's finals at Wimbledon. She's won 10 in a row on grass. The Tigers, easy winner against the A's yesterday. No problem, that one, just underway. I don't get the short prices. A's have lost 13 of 16. Reeling, Tigers have been solid. Pitching has been spectacular since the start of June. Let's keep it going. Some soccer action here, and one away. Games to go to shootouts over 4.5 for the tournament. We're on 4 now with the Swiss-Colombia debacle. Own goals over 15.5. We've had a record 14. Need 2 more. England, Norway, alt over 1.5. France, under 4.5. Spain, under 4.5. Argentina, under 3.5, -130. Tomorrow, Zverev, Sinner, Argentina, Spain parlay, all to advance, +140. Can Ferry do it? Can Ferry win a set? Why not? Got the whole world behind him. Especially the home court advantage.
I hope he does.
In London.
I'm not betting it, but...
Imagine that. Good job reaching out. 700 to 1 here at Circa. Not one bet on the guy.
I know.
He was a wild card. Nigel told that
Who
great
would bet
story,
him?
too. Yeah, about Ivanisevic when he won it as a wild card in 2001. But the guy just played a top 10 opponent, won in straight sets, and skunked the guy in the third round.
Well, as our
Third set.
producer Luke pointed out, he loves betting tennis. He was probably 150 to 1 to win his quarter.
Yeah, not
Maybe
bad.
higher than that.
Yeah, good point. Now he's got to beat the top 2 players in the world. Good luck.
I'll give you the bad news before I give you the good news. Bad news. Bennett last night going for the Red Sox. I had over 4.5 Ks plus 115. So if I told you that he had 84 pitches after 7 innings and he had 3 strikeouts after the second inning,
Yeah,
would you be pretty confident in that bet?
damn right.
He finished with 4 strikeouts. I could not believe what was happening as I was following along with that game. But, it's baseball, Susan, so that happens. The Red Sox did get the win, though, plus 110 against the White Sox. Yesterday, they won again today. And this was earlier. Put it on the VSiN picks page on the website. Braves team total over 5.5. Sorry. Braves first 5 team total over 2.5 minus 125. They eviscerated Keller. Boy, he is having a rough year.
Yep.
Pending and some of the new stuff as well here. Fun to wake up to McElroy tied for the lead. Now,
5-way tie, something like that?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people were really high on Tom Kim. I might add him to win the whole thing. He's tied for the lead. I think I saw still like 20-1 on him.
All right.
Tied. But Rory, just stay the course. This would be amazing. Brewers need a win from you tonight. Most wins in July. Rasmussen had nothing today. Yankees blasted him. They got the Rays most wins, and the Giants tickets already dead. France to win. Wait until I update you're going to be blown away by
juicy.
Okay.
This is so juicy.
France to win the World Cup and Messi to win the Golden Boot at 6-1, and Bryce Miller, Cy Young goes tonight. Let's go, buddy. 100-1. Okay, new stuff. I think it's only the one. I'm with you. Tigers minus 124 against the A's.
Updated numbers: France plus 140 to win it. Argentina 4-1. Spain plus 450. So is England. Norway 18-1. Belgium 40. Switzerland 45-1. And Mbappe did score in the win.
Mm-hmm.
So we're tied. He's tied with Messi. If you're betting at Circa for a limited time, you can fund your wagers with crypto using BurraPay and pay no BurraPay transaction fees. Fast, secure. Another way Circa continues to innovate for sports bettors. Visit BurraPay.com to learn more. Take advantage of fee-free crypto wagering before August 31st exclusively at the Circa Sportsbook here at Circa at the Resort and Casino. BurraPay transactions fees waived as part of the campaign. Standard cryptocurrency network and exchange fees apply.
Okay, so with that Mbappe goal, he's now tied with Messi at 8 goals to win this Golden Boot award. Haaland has 7, playing against Kane with 6 on Saturday. This is why I'm blown away. First of all, it's been so exciting. They're playing on a lot of the same days, and they're all getting there. I have in front of me, Pauly, the list of Golden Boot winners going back to 1982. The most anybody has ever scored in a single World Cup to 1982 is 8. The 2 guys are already there. Haaland has 7, Kane has 6, Mbappe had 8. He won this award back in 2022. Harry Kane won it with 6 back in 2018.
Extra game though, right? Is it good? Okay. Yeah. Still been doing a lot of damage.
You got something there. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But look at how low the numbers were anyway.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez, 6. Thomas Mueller, 5. Ronaldo with Brazil back in 2002. And that's it. 6 was it. Every other year. So, but the point, they're going to play. France now has 2 more games because they're in. The winner of the Norway-England match, they're going to have 2 more games. And then same thing if Argentina wins with Messi. We're talking the winner might have, a dozen? Would you be stunned?
No, I would not. They are delivering every match and a lot of times multiple goals.
It feels like an event. It feels like an event going on Monday night with the home run derby. Yeah. Because like somebody will watch the first guy hit 27 home runs. Oh, my turn? Okay, well, watch this. And they're almost trying to, or the slam dunk contest, they're trying to one up each other here. And I think it's great. And Mbappe, like again, France today, they never parked the bus today. They were trying to score goals for fun.
They were great.
Yeah, that was
I thought several times it was going to be 3 or 4-0.
Okay.
And they had a great chance with 2 minutes left.
Also, what I'm going to do after the show, because I don't see it right now, I'm going to look if books are going to post hypothetical lines for France and Spain. The meat man's reaction to the totals in that game, or the total, I should say, in that game.
Yeah.
So I thought originally that it would be, well, Spain's defense is so good. Also, France, they really don't concede that much.
That was my reaction.
His reaction is, oh, man, that's going to be an all-star game.
Yeah.
Indoors.
He's big on that, though, too. If it's hot, he wants the under and climate control over. And that's in Dallas. And again, they're averaging 3.5 goals a game in climate-controlled stadiums.
Yeah, okay.
That's also where the other semifinal would be.
I guess you could look at it like, well,
Atlanta.
Yeah, Spain's defense has been so elite, but are they really going to shut down? Again, France, after today, they've scored 2 goals in all matches but 1 in this World Cup. and the one came against Paraguay. So you figure they're probably good for 2. Spain probably knows going into that match they're going to need 2 to win.
Well, what if Belgium shocks the world? Then France-Belgium would be crazy.
Yeah. That's why I said hypothetical. But also, how does that change the philosophy for Spain, again, if they beat Belgium, if they give up one to Mbappe like in the 11th minute? They haven't seen that yet in the World Cup unless Belgium kills them. Right? Does that open things up right away for them?
What would you do England/Norway against Argentina? I see goals in that match. I mean, if you're going to give up goals to Cape Verde and Egypt, what do you think Haaland or Kane are going to do?
Well, sure. So my initial reaction would be, again, I thought Norway was fantastic. It wasn't just Haaland. It was the other midfielders. I thought they were fantastic against Brazil. So if they get by England, England's been great. Then obviously the power rating goes up, and if they could beat England, they could beat Argentina. My thought is, if England wins, they're beating Argentina. I think it's going to be, I think England's coming out of that side, and we said this yesterday, Spain over England was 13-1. You might get a better number on that right now because France already advanced.
Right, yeah. Those exactas are juicy.
Uh-huh.
They are, I'm still mad about our Colombia ticket.
Maybe we can play them both. Play France over England right now and Spain over England. Clearly you can lose both, but I like their bracket if they get by Norway.
Where does this Kawhi story rank? How nuts is this story? I have to dig deeper into this too about how bizarre the trade's on hold. Imagine you bet future tickets on the Raptors.
I would not be happy.
I mean, this, and like, what's Adam Silver in the league doing? Oh, wait a second now. Wait till our 10-month investigation still, and they make the trade where NBA insiders thought, okay, there must have been a quid pro quo here.
Sure.
Because why look at the the teams that are involved and they're making a trade. It must have been okay. Then they're good and the Clippers are cleared.
Well, and now does this change the way the NBA would come down with the Iron Fist? Would they say
it's almost like something is going to happen?
The guy's already been traded, so
I know. Oh,
can't do anything about it at this point.
After all that, sorry, Toronto's. We're not going to sign off.
Yeah,
you're going to void the contract, or we have such and such. Well, forget it then. But then now it's on hold, and he goes back
again. You'd be sitting there if you had that news as soon as it broke. Oh, I got a monster ticket on the Raptors to win the East End and win the title, and then fast forward 2.5 weeks. Oh, sorry guys, yeah, he's getting suspended for the entire year. Can I get the cash out, please? Can I have a refund?
It's always like when a negotiation goes on too long, and it's just. You lock yourself in the room. No one comes out till it's done. Adam Silver has to drop the hammer and say to this law firm, whatever, guys, it's 10 months. Come on.
Yep.
Enough. And now you're holding up business.
By the way,
that huge trade.
That did happen to me. I bet Andrew Luck to win the MVP, and he announced his retirement like 2 days later. Yeah. I'm stuck. It's not going to be a refund. Yeah. Stay tuned. VSiN Primetime is next. Matt Humans, Doug Kazarian in for the next 4 hours, taking you through the entire live betting evening. Best of luck with your bets tonight.